Hey, what is up, everybody? Zero Fats here, coming at you on behalf of AdventuresOnTheRiver.com, the place that can teach you how to make a full-time income using the power of Amazon and the rest of the internet. It's not just Amazon anymore. Anyways, wanted to answer a couple questions today. Well, just one question a video, okay? Someone asked me the other day, Cam, who did you learn from? Man, where did you learn the stuff that you know? Who taught you these things, right? And I thought it was a funny question because, like, I didn't learn from just one person. You know, I mean, it was like completely trial and error, you know, buying products, looking in forums, watching YouTube videos, asking people. That's a big one that I didn't get for a while, but like networking with other people who have done it, and things like that. You know, just like, when I was, first getting into like internet marketing, I was studying Frank Kern like crazy, trying to understand. I got his mass control course. I started studying Jeff Walker. I got his product launch formula course. I studied, right? And then that's kind of like studying people, you know. But then like some things are experimentation, you know. When I started messing around with Facebook, learning strategies like the friendship spike, learning how to use groups to my advantage and use the groups, large, strong groups to pull an audience around me, right? Using those kinds of tactics is like kind of just outside of the box thinking, and experimentation. When I came up with stuff like the optional opt-in or the pre-purchase bonus, that's just like straight outside of the box thinking, just creative mindedness. And then like, dude, I'm also just like you guys, okay? Like, matter of fact, let me tell you about this real quick. Just Saturday, me and my son was sitting on the couch watching cartoons. He was watching cartoons. I was watching cartoons. I pulled, because I like to watch cartoons with him, you know? And I pulled out my tablet to kind of check my emails, and I got an email from a guy, Mark Barnett, and I opened it up, and you know, it was his it was an email, it was an offer about his Supreme cash machines, okay? And I was like, what's this, you know? So I clicked on it because like I'm obsessed with anything that says machines in it for some reason. I don't know why. I have this fear that the robots are going to take over the world. So, I mean, anyways, whatever. That's another video. That's a story for another video. Anyway, Supreme cash machines. I made it to the sales page, and this was like a cheap product. You know, it was like $6 or $7. I'm like, okay, you know. And here's what it offered. Okay, first, less than 30-minute setup for this strategy. Because I'm always looking for strategies, different things that I don't know. I learn from other people, I learn from other products, I learn all over the place. I'm always looking for new strategies. This one was going to take less than 30 minutes to set up, was going to give me a return on my investment in less than 24 hours, right? Offered free traffic. This is a free traffic driving tactic. Well, look, I got several assets and several properties. I'm always interested in, you know, quick, fast, easy ways to drive traffic to my properties. Okay, now I'm interested. So anyways, I went ahead and bought it. I bought it Saturday. And it was cool because, and this is what's funny, man. It was only 4 videos to teach the strategy to me. And by the end of it, I was like, dude, not only am I going to do this next week, and you guys are going to be seeing my case study of this next week, but not only am I going to use the Supreme Cash Machine strategy, but also I'm going to promote the thing. I'm going to promote it because it's awesome and it's going to help people. Basically, you don't need a list. You don't need a built-in audience. And this thing is basically going to pull traffic to you, okay? It's really cool. So anyways, yeah. So I learned something just Saturday. That was yesterday. I just learned something yesterday from Mark. And it's great, man. But I learn stuff like that all the time. And sometimes you don't learn unless you take a shot. Like I took a shot on that one, it was like $7. All right, that's not a huge investment to learn a strategy like that. So it was really cool. And so when you ask me how I learn, I use everything. I use everything, and I take chances too. I take chances. You know, $7 is not a big risk. You know. So, anyways, yeah, that's kind of how I learn, man. I keep my mind open. You know, I keep my mind open at all times. But at the same time, you know, you want to be careful to stay on your path, you know. I know I'm on that internet marketing path. So any kind of strategy or technique that can help me drive traffic is awesome in my book. And then, like, I look at it like, okay, is this a major investment? Can I afford to risk on this? And then, like, you know, if it's a small investment, like in the case of Supreme Cash Machines, the investment's minimal. It's a minimal investment. So I took a shot on it, and it panned out for me. It's a great strategy. I'm really excited. I can't wait to use it. I'm gonna actually fire that up tomorrow and use it. So if you're on my list, or if you're a member of WebWriters Facebook group, you'll be hearing more about that case study this coming week. But yeah, how do I learn things? I keep my mind open. And for those of you guys interested in Supreme Cash Machines, I highly recommend it. Okay, I put a link in this video somewhere or down below in the description. If you want to pick it up, grab it, dude. It's a minimal investment. It will teach you how to drive traffic. Well, it's going to show you, it's going to teach you how to drive traffic to an offer, okay? And you basically have to do minimal work. You can set this thing up in like 30 minutes. It's ridiculous, man. I didn't know that you could use Warrior Plus in this way. Okay, I didn't know. I'm a JVZoo guy. Most of my products I put on JVZoo. And, you know, Mark's got me, man, he's got my brain like going crazy now thinking about Warrior Plus, man. So, yeah, if any of you guys out there are interested in traffic driving tactics and ways to make money like quickly, like within a 24-hour period with minimal setup, I highly suggest you check that product out. It's definitely worth the price of admission. So anyways, yeah, that's my little cheap and shameless plug for you know, Mark Barnett's Supreme Cash Machines. It's a great product. I got it. I love it. And I plan on using it next week. When it comes to how I learn things, I take chances on stuff like that product. I network with other people, ask them questions, see what their take is on certain things. I ask people on my list, you guys, my audience, I'll ask people on my videos, hey, what do you guys think about this? What's your take on this? What do you guys think? When it comes time for me to release my own products, when I just released Easy YouTube Money Method 2.0, I think it sold like almost 150 front-end copies. That's pretty good for me. That's a pretty good day. And that product was solely based off of things like the limiting beliefs of my audience. You know, what kept you guys from doing YouTube? What held you back from doing YouTube? The whole product was based off of that. So, you know, I learn from everybody, even the people on my list. You know, just because somebody's on your list, that doesn't mean that you know more than them, okay? You might know a little bit more about this than them, but they might know a little bit more than you about this. And then, you know, you guys can kind of work together and be partners and all kinds of stuff. So, I mean, you know, I definitely am not the end-all be-all of internet marketing knowledge. So I'm constantly learning about things. And I keep my mind open, and I try to help people. So that's basically how I learn. So it's not just from any one person, but if you're talking about, well, yeah, we'll just leave it at that. I'm kind of rambling on. Anyways, hope you guys are having an awesome Sunday. I'm getting ready to head to church. God bless y'all. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.